What's up, coaches? Hope you guys are doing well. Here is our video for Wednesday. So our approach to the warm-up remains the same. By this time in the week, feel free to put some creativity into your approach to the warm-up, change the movements around, make it short, make it sweet, and make it a good general approach to the day. We're going to move into the specific warm-up. This will apply to the deadlift. You want to make sure that athletes have a light loaded bar before you get into your coach's cue. This can be a loaded trap bar or a loaded straight bar. So you're going to go through 5 to 7 reps, and then based on your assumption of the class, based on the collected skill level, then it's your choice on whether you pursue a second round of 5 to 7 reps. So we have a cue of approach, squeeze, and then 1 inch. We're focusing on the breaking of the floor in the deadlift. All right, so we're gonna practice pushing the floor away with the legs, the hips and shoulders rising equally for 1 inch. So I have that first cue of approach. That's gonna take me down into the position to get ready to lift. Now I have a approach or a cue of squeeze. That's gonna create maximal tension throughout my body. And then I have a cue of 1 inch. All I'm gonna do is press the floor away with my legs, and hips and shoulders rise equally for that 1 inch, and recover. They're gonna take a break. Now approach, squeeze, 1 inch, and recover. Ready? Approach, squeeze, 1 inch, and recover, and so on. All right. The positions will be slightly different based on the bar versus the trap bar, but overall the principles remain the same for both movements. All right. The strength, this will be our final strength-based day within our cycle. We're employing small repeated sets of heavy but perfect practice. Hopefully people are starting to get a feel for this with it being day number 3. Deadlift is our primary movement pattern today. All deadlifts, regardless of which track people are following, are completed at a tempo of X130. So in parentheses, I have a kiss here. So that means I'm going to kiss the floor. I'm not going to pause on the ground. So I have the intent to lift explosively off the floor. And then I'm going to pause for 1 second at the top. Up, pause, 1, 2, 3, kiss. 1, 2, 3, kiss. Up. Nothing changes in the approach to the straight bar versus the trap bar. So we have a very similar setup here where our strength competitor folks are doing sets of 2, our strength performance crew is doing sets of 4, and then we have our fitness health group doing 5 deadlifts at their 10 rep max. That's going to be with either a double kettlebell or single kettlebell approach. Everyone is doing a 60-foot kettlebell waiter's walk. Suitcase carry. So that's going to be heavy kettlebell loaded up on that single side, and then walking briskly with great posture. So what we're going to go is 30 feet each arm. So 30 feet down, switch arms, and then 30 feet back. And then finally, we're going to have a set of 2 dumbbell tall snatches each arm. All right, this will be regardless of what track they're following. Even though it's a fitness health group, we still want them to develop new skills and to work to obtain a little bit more progressive movement patterns. All right, so the tall snatch with the dumbbell, I'm going to have a very light dumbbell. I'm going to be up on the tiptoes as if I just finished the second pull of the snatch. So I've gone through the first pull, I've gone through the second pull. I have this feeling of up and back. I've made full extension of hip, knee, ankle, and now I'm going to pull myself underneath into the receiving position. 1. Up on the tiptoes, I've made my second pull. I'm practicing keeping the dumbbell tight to the body, and really what I'm focusing on is actively pulling myself underneath the dumbbell, which will eventually lead into pulling underneath the bar. And pull. All right, what we're teaching people is that the activation of the arms, what they serve is pulling underneath the bar, not pulling the bar up to us. All right, so we're going to do 2 reps each arm. For some, even doing just body weight here, not using any dumbbell at all, can be very, very helpful. All right, so let's do 2 reps on the right, 2 reps on the left. What we're developing there is the third pull in the snatch. Moving to the workout. So we have a 10-minute AMRAP. We're going 32 double unders, 16 hang dumbbell snatch, and then 8 traveling renegade rows. So let's discuss the snatch first. So we did the tall snatch to really think about developing the barbell snatch, the power snatch, the squat snatch, right? When we do dumbbell snatches during the workout, what we're gonna return to is more of a muscle snatch approach. It's more of a work capacity, working through cycling it quickly. So that hang dumbbell snatch is not gonna be caught down here, but instead it's gonna be cycled 1, 2, and more of that muscle snatch, kind of kettlebell clean style load approach. So what we want to do is we want the heaviest load people feel like they can go unbroken for 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. All right, the double unders, our goal is around 30 seconds. We want to scale to fit that. Remember to address, are they doing the jump rope to develop double under skill, or are they doing it for conditioning purposes? And that should guide their choice. The traveling renegade rows, absolutely love this movement. So this is going to be from a push-up position. They're going to have 1 single dumbbell. Ideally, it's the same dumbbell they're doing dumbbell snatches with. All right, depending on your equipment and your setup, that may vary. So I'm going to have single dumbbell. I'm going to come down into that renegade row position. I'm going to row, and then I'm going to travel and grab with the other hand. 2, travel and grab with the other hand. 3, travel and grab with the other hand. 4, I'm traveling back and forth, alternating sides with those renegade rows with 1 single dumbbell. A wide base with the feet really helps establish a little bit steadier base for those that struggle. We want to keep our hips and shoulders on a very equal plane. All right, so overall, this is an aerobic power / muscle stamina piece. We'd love for a steady pace from start to finish. We are really after 10 minutes of constant steady movement with very minimal breaks. So as I'm moving, I'm calm, I'm composed, and I'm working to establish scales that prevent me from taking long rest breaks during that 10-minute time frame. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you guys have feedback on today's strength or on the workout. See ya.